Hello again everyone. Schwa Akari was doing a Dark Souls 3 live stream for the very first time. And again, since I had some free time, I thought, fuck it, let's try and do some invasions with Schwa. Unfortunately, I couldn't get any invasions with him, but I had a good time romping around Lothric with a couple of my builds, getting some good invasions. Annoyingly, he started off at level 70, and I do have a level 70 character, but I fucking hate it. I originally intended this character to be kind of like a sneaky wizard. She was going to use Slumbering Dragon Crest Ring, Hidden Body, onto Dark Ring and sneak up and get critical attacks with a dagger, but it all fucking never ended up working out, and I ended up ditching the build. But since this was the only character I had at level 70, I had to do a quick sort of equipment respec reshuffle to get something that was at least vaguely playable for this for these invasions. So I went with sort of fast casting, sort of low damage spells, sort of like a crossbow facsimile, and just a crystal longsword. And Schwa started off at Gang City, and I fucking hate invading a Gang City. It's the absolute worst. So I've only included a couple of clips in here, mostly because the other invader I'm with here, Blackbeard, was actually in the stream. At the very beginning, someone had to drop Schwa an obscuring ring, and I think he was one of the ones that got summoned, so I was quite excited to, although I didn't get to invade with Schwa, I got to invade with some really good invaders and other people from the stream, which was good fun. And so the guy we're chasing down now seems very competent. He he knows what he's up to, and so I'm just sort of providing a little bit of artillery support with the spells. I fucking hate playing wizards, really, and I find it really difficult to sort of keep track of my spells as well as sort of my melee intentions and stuff. So this is sort of a bit of a trial by fire, sort of to chuck myself back into the deep end. I put Snap Freeze on my build. I did have Soul Spear, but I was doing such pathetic damage with it, it almost didn't seem worth it. So Snap Freeze, sort of more of a zoning spell, seemed to be a lot more useful. Instead of having a force battle on the ledge, so I'm trying to stay well away from that bullshit. So, it's nice being on the other side of sort of the spell spam for a change. So he's chasing him down, and I'm firing spells at him, and we get him. So GG, sir. Sorry we had to gank you, but it's Gang City. It's gank or be ganked, people. Gank or be ganked. So on to the next one. We were still in Gang City. Schwa stayed here for a little while before moving onwards, and this invasion again wasn't anything to write home about. It was just because we had Blackbeard again, which was the guy from before who was in the stream. So I thought I'd keep this one in here. So fighting a somewhat laggy Pyromancer, doing some very good damage with it. He's wearing the fucking Undead Legion equipment. Very edgy. One-handing a falchion, I believe, but I don't think he ever swings it. Yep, and here's Blackbeard. This guy was a good sport. Pew pew! It feels good, doesn't it? Be on the other side of the spell spam. We give each other the quiet resolve, the Schwa Akari quiet resolve, and edge walk away. I decided for the rest of the invasions after that I was going to adopt the Schwa Akari edge stance as I killed my opponents, just to let other people know I'm super edgy. So I use Snap Freeze quite effectively there. It's actually a good play. This build sort of does a lot better in these sort of tighter corridors. The spells are a lot more effective rather than the open areas of Gang City, where this build isn't really sort of suited. So the Phantom gets R1 spam to death. Guard break, Crystal Dagger, boom. Thank you. I'm sorry if you can hear something in the background. That was I forgot that my microphone was on, and it recorded the stream that I was watching on my laptop whilst I was playing the game. So that's probably what you can hear in the background. This was a guy that Schwa fought as well. He was using a greatsword, an ultra greatsword one-handed with a parry shield. I fought him, and then Schwa fought him. I think we both beat him. He was pretty fucking laggy as well. So it was quite amazing that we managed to do what we did. Look at that lag. Jesus. But it clears up eventually. And he's a parry king. Of course he is. I think he actually managed to get Schwa with one of those parries. Just keeping pressure up on him. And then set up parrying on ultra. Always good fun. So GG that guy. Edge walk away. Schwa Akari would be proud. Oh dear. So at this point, I was getting kind of sick of sword and board, and with the you know, the Witch Street branch spell catalyst. So I make a quick stop at Firelink Shrine, and I'll redo my build, and I make a stop at Rosaria and reallocate my stats. So I've got the Great Sword of Judgment now, because I was missing having a Great Sword, and I've never used Great Sword of Judgment before. And it's got that really cool Dark Moon Blade-ish spell buff that you can put on it, and it looks fantastic. So I had to reallocate my stats to put enough strength and dex so I can wield it. So I had to sacrifice a little bit of health, endurance, and intelligence. And I got rid of the Witch Tree branch because I was thinking, you know, having the fast cast is great, but the damage is just fucking pitiful. So I went back to just the regular sorcery catalyst. And I've only got 2 spells on the build now because I sacrificed all the surplus attunement that I could. So yeah, I was quite happy with how this build has sort of turned out. And I think I might do a few more videos using this character now. Now that I've sort of got her at a stage where, you know, she could hold her own. I've still got the Crystal Longsword, obviously, for chase downs. This guy was giving me no amount of grief. All he was doing was backpedaling, fucking reaction rolling everything, and then fucking turning and burning on me. He was actually a pain in my asshole. So I was getting quite frustrated at this guy. Fortunately, I managed to bleed him out of all his Estus before he can bleed me out. And he gets roll caught. He doesn't get the edge, he gets the point down, and he gets the poo in his face. So, no GG for you. Stop being an asshole. Yeah, Schwa then moved on to the Consumed King's Garden, but we don't spend an awful lot of time here. He went off to have a stretch and, you know, have some food. And I only managed to get a couple of invasions, none of them really of note. I kept this one in here because it was the pink guy, Filthy Frank. So yeah, and he's wearing the cat ears, and obviously because I've got a magic buff on my sword, that I fucking do insane damage to him on the repost. And poor old Hawkwood, all he can do is stand and watch as his host runs away and gets fucking plunged. GG, sir. So after the fun of Soul Level 70, he moves on to Soul Level 90, which is good, so I get to go back to my strength character. And this invasion was perhaps one of the best ones I had during the entire time I was in the stream. So we got a host and 2 phantoms there, and they're just camping the bonfire waiting for invaders to show up. So I'm like, right, okay, I'm not going to go down there just yet, I need to lure them out. So let's get the Millwood bow out and let's see if we can take some pot shots, do some good damage on them. And they're trying to, you see the host hiding behind one of the statues. He knows I'm here. I'm still wearing the obscuring ring, but they know exactly where I am. So it's a case of I'm not going to crack and go down there, and we get another Dark Spirit. So they've got Dried Fingers running. So obviously they want invaders. They're there to gank. They are gankers. And this invader, I think he must have been from the stream because he was very, very good. He was an excellent partner to invade with. Ooh, nice shot there. So we take a few pot shots and then he wants to go in. So I'm like, okay, fuck it, I'll follow your lead. Let's go do this. And he takes on the Violent Greatsword guy one-on-one, and I take the burden of the host and the other Password Summon Phantom. That's when you're working as a team. This against multiple phantoms. It's one of the best things you can do. You sort of, one of you will have to shoulder the burden of having more players on you, whilst the other one gets the one-on-one, and hopefully if they're good enough, they can use their sort of 1v1 dueling abilities to put down the Phantom, and he does quite efficiently. He puts down the other Phantom, so now we've got 2 sets of 1v1s, which is a lot more manageable. And then it's a nice hitbox pawn. I kill the gold, gets edged on, and now it's 2v1. So swinging around a ultra great sword wouldn't be a good idea, so I swapped to the heavy broadsword, which I've put on my build now, and just go to town, chasing him down. Invader, I love him, he's got explosive bolts and a crossbow. Spam bolts, he's dead. He gets fucking edged on. Oh, see, he must have been from the stream, he knew. He knew to edge on him as well, so GG guys, that was a lot of fun. Good old fashioned gang spank, people. Love it. Right, so for the next invasion, it's just a guy with an ultra greatsword, 1v1. I don't know if this guy was from the stream or not, trying to snipe Schwa, but he was a very good ultra player. So instinctively I swapped to a faster weapon, swapped to the deep hatchet. He's using Schwa Akari's signature life hunt scythe, so I was thinking, alright, this guy obviously is looking for Schwa. Maybe they were going to have a life hunt scythe off. Unfortunately, you've got me, mate. So I'm just trying to go in for some roll backstabs here. I'm trying to practice me roll backstabs. Fortunately, I'm not very good at them, and this guy seems to be good enough that he can avoid them. And he keeps getting me with sort of rolling R1s because I've got no shield or anything to punish him with. Trying to outspace, but my timing isn't quite good enough. Give him the quiet resolve to see if he if he knows where I'm from, but no, we continue fighting. Yeah, those damn rolling R1s. They're one of the best moves on those ultra greats. Right, so at this point I'm like, right, okay, you're not having any luck with the hatchet. Let's just go with the broadsword. And I've also put +10 Lothric Knight shield on here, so I'm like, right, okay, it's got high lightning defense, so I can tank a couple of hits, get a nice easy walk around backstab. And this is where it all goes wrong for him. I put him under too much pressure, and he can't counter me being a turtle. In and out. Failed to get the backstab, but get 2 R1s, chase down. He's panic rolling, dead. GG. Get edged on. Right, so on to the very next invasion. I spent fucking ages looking for these guys. It was just a host on his own, and then 2 blues ended up getting summoned. I couldn't find the first blue, but after walking around for a good 5-10 minutes, I find the host and one of the other blues working their way up through the archives. So because there's multiple opponents, going with the one-handed moveset is a lot more beneficial. I can get those nice wide swings. Fortunately, the host doesn't heal here. Either he doesn't notice his health or he hasn't got any Estus. Smack. GG guys. Sorry, Mr. Blue. No Concord for you today. Yes, you can try and roll catch me all you like. I still won. This invasion was excellent fun again. This was another really good one. These guys were on their way up to the upper part of the archives, probably to go and fight the boss. So they're trying to get their friend. He's trying to get his friends in so they can go into the elevator and go up to Twin Princes. And they leave one of their friends behind. He gets guard broken, fucking thrown down the hole. Oh, that was so satisfying. And then they don't get off the elevator. They just sort of stay in the elevator, and I'm able to bring it down. I'm like, right, okay, cool. That's one phantom down. And then they're still on the fucking elevator. Right, one-handed. R1 mash for days. Get ultra staggered, boys. And dead. GG. And he gets the double quiet resolve because that was so much fun. GG, guys. Right. What was this one? Oh yeah, this was a little 2v1 with overleveled wizard friend and Fat Rolling Katana Man. This one dragged out a little bit because they refused to come out of this little room, and it was sort of difficult for me to dodge all the spells that the guy was spamming and deal with the host on mashing. So I take a little bit too much unnecessary damage from those fucking spells, and he's doing pretty much a pure spellcaster build. So the damage he's doing is pretty fucking good. See, he gets me the Crystal Soul Spill there because I wasn't paying attention, and takes off damn near half my health. And he's got Moonlight Greatsword, which does fucking good damage as well, and he almost gets me. But as soon as he comes up here, he's like, oh no, oh we can't be up here, there's still enemies here. Whoa. That's why I like having a crossbow. They want to fling projectiles at you, you fling them right back, so have a taste of your own damn medicine. Yeah, take it all. So eventually we have a little battle of attrition up by those stairs, and we do a little bit of toing and froing, and eventually I'm like, oh, you know what, fuck it, I'm just going to have to go in here and make something happen, otherwise this is going to just drag on forever. So get in, fucking takes off half his health, butt poke, crossbow, dead, thank fucking Christ. I was like, Jesus Christ on a bike. I'm a fucking wizard. I get like 10,000 souls for that, so, you know, that's normal for a soul level 90 character, right guys? And so, he's still aggressive, he still thinks he can take me, so swap over to the Cestus. I'm expecting a lot of R1 spam. So I can just go for some nice roll catches, and then parry. Nice. Thank you guys, that was good fun. Get edged on. Now, I was having trouble finding any invasions in the archives, which was strange because Schwa didn't seem to have any problems. So I just come out here to Lothric Castle to sort of wind down and get one last invasion in. And this fucking red, he does help me in the end, but sort of when I turn up, he's quite content to just sort of let me get fucking put through the blender, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, come on, help me! What is your fucking problem, man? This stupid password summon phantom. They're rocking the fucking cell swords, buffed cell swords. So it's sort of trying to get damage with turn and burns when I can, just sort of trying to split them up. And then fucking Christ, at last, I was thinking maybe because I know Skitter was in the stream and he always mains the Murakuma. I was thinking that was him, and I was like, if that's Skitter, I'm gonna be fucking annoyed that he wasn't helping me. But he usually wears the Faris hat. So it probably wasn't him. So he takes care of the password summon. Keeps him distracted whilst I get to. Oh, look at that fucking lag, man! That was just absolutely terrible. Like 20 meters away. Look at that. Look at that. Fucking crazy.
Right. Nice.
Yeah. And then Murakumo running R1 is life, and he takes care of the password summon. Thank Christ. And now he just sort of stands around. He's like, yeah, all right. Well, I'll do it with the password summon. You do it with the host. I didn't really think much of this red. And then he hunter charms this guy, and I stupidly walk back into the fucking thing, and he just R1 spams on me. So now I'm like got no health and I can't heal, so I've got to stay away from the host in case he decides to make a beeline for me. I've still got my explosive bolts, so I can at least do something. Right, and there's my heals coming back. Yeah, R1 spammed on son. So GG guys. Yeah, so those are some of the invasions I had trying to invade with Schwa. Unfortunately I didn't get to invade with him, but it was all good fun, so GG to everyone involved.